Hi there, I'm Mrs. Morandi, and welcome to your math makeup lesson on ordering decimal numbers. Today we are going to learn how to place decimals in order from least to greatest and in order from greatest to least. So to get started, let's talk about place value. When you are looking at whole numbers, the number with the smallest place value is the ones place. So if you were asked to compare which number is greater, you're going to look at the number in the ones place right here. We have a 4 and a 3. 4 is larger than 3, so 4 is a larger number. When you place a number in the tens place, we now have to first look at the tens column because the value of the tens place is more than the ones place. My 5 is less than my 9, so that means the number 93 is greater than 54. As my numbers get larger and as I move over in my place value chart, the more to the left I move, the greater the value of that number is. My hundreds place is more than my tens place. My thousands place is more than my hundreds place. 10,000s is even more. 100,000s is even more. So whatever your greatest place value number is, you want to look at that number to order your numbers. My hundreds place is the largest place value in these two numbers. 700s is more than 600s, so 793 is larger than 654. When you add decimal place value into your place value chart, it works the same way. The further to the left you are on your place value chart, the greater the value of a number. Thousands place is more than hundreds place. Hundreds place has more value than tens. Tens more value than ones. Ones more value than tenths. Tenths more value than hundredths. And hundredths more value than thousandths. So you will still always start with your largest place value to order the numbers. These two numbers are the same. These are the same. These are the same. These are the same. Since the whole number parts of these answers are the same, to order these, I now have to look at my decimal place value. In my tenths place, I have both sevens. So again, so far, these are the same numbers. My next place value is my hundredths place. I have a 6 in this place and a 4 in this one. 6 is greater than 4, so this number has a greater value than this bottom number right here. If you cover up these numbers and think of these in terms of money, this is like saying $9,532.76. This number is $9,532.74. So the value of this one is larger. Even if these numbers in the thousands place are the same, the number in the hundredths place, this one is a larger number, so the value of this number is going to be larger. Let's place these numbers in order from least to greatest. When I'm looking at decimals, the first thing I want to look at is I want to see if there are any whole numbers, because those will be larger if there is a number in the ones place. All of these numbers are, they have no ones or any numbers in the ones place. They're only decimal numbers. So now I want to look at my next place value. After my decimal, I have the tenths place. So I want to look at the tenths place in all of these numbers. And since I'm going from least to greatest, I want to find my numbers with the lowest number in the tenths place, like 1. This is a 1 in the tenths place. None of these other numbers have a 1. They are all greater than 1. So this is the lowest number in this set of numbers. Next, I want to find the numbers with a 2 in the tenths place. That is this number, and that is this number. In the tenths place, the next largest number is going to be a 3, a 0.3. So the closer these numbers are to 0.3, the greater the value. If the number in the tenths place is the same, I want to look to the hundredths place next to find the greater value. 8 is greater than 1, which means that this 0.21 is less than 0.28. So going from least to greatest, 0.21 is next on my chart, followed by 0.28. Now I'm going to look for numbers with a 3 in the tenths place. I have 2 of them, so again I want to look at my number in the hundredths place now to find which one has a lower value. 5 is less than 8, so 0.35 is less than 0.38. I'm going to slide these over in order. Now I look for my next place value in my tenths place, so this would go up to a 4. I have one number with a 4 in the tenths place. I'm going to slide that over. Next, I look for a place value of a 5 in my tenths place. I have 2 of these, so I need to decide which one has the least value. Go ahead and try this on your own and unpause the video to see if you chose correctly. And welcome back. You would have looked to the hundredths place to see that the value 1 is less than 4, so 0.51 is less than 0.54. Look at your last 2 numbers on your own and try to place them correctly in order from least to greatest. Unpause when you're ready to move on. Now this is a tricky one. Because you have a 6 in your tenths place, but in your hundredths place here you don't have a number. When there is no number, you can put a 0 placeholder in there without changing the value of that number. A 0 has no value, so placing it in the tenths or the hundredths place, you're adding no value to this number. But it lets you see that this has 0 in it, this has a 2 in it. 0 is less than 2, so 0.6 is less than 0.62. On this next page, we are going to put these numbers in order from greatest to least. Again, on this page, first I want to look at the ones place to see if I have any whole numbers. Since I do not, I want to look for the number in the tenths place that has the largest value, which will be my 9 over here. So this is the greatest number in this set of numbers. Next, I want you to look for the number in the tenths place that has the next greatest value. If there are more than one, decide which one is larger. Do that for the rest of these sets of numbers and unpause when you're ready to move on. And welcome back. You should have in order 0.91 followed by 0.83. 0.77 and 0.74 both have a 7 in the tenths place, but the value in the hundredths place in this number is larger, so it goes on top. 0.65, 0.49. These two numbers were the same, so you can put them in order this way. 0.2 is less than 0.23 because the value in the hundredths place is 0. Again, we can show a 0 placeholder if you'd like to see that. And lastly, we have 0.03 with a 0 in the tenths place. These numbers all have whole numbers in them, or some of them do at least. So for these numbers, since you have a whole number 1 in all of these numbers, you know that when you're numbering from greatest to least, these 9 numbers are going to be larger than this one here. This is the only number without a whole number. So this is the lowest number in the set. I'm going to place this at the bottom. To order the rest of our numbers, we need to look at the number in the tenths place. The number that is the largest value in the tenths place will be our greatest number. I have a 4, 4, 3, 1, 2, 5, 5, 6, 4, and 0. The 6 is my greatest value, so this is the largest number in the set. Next, I look to my numbers with a 5 in the tenths place. 6 has a larger value than 2, so 1.56 is greater than 1.52. When I look to my tenths place for my next lowest number, I find the number 4. And I have 3 in this set with a 4 in the tenths place. I look to my hundredths place for the largest value number, and I see that 4 in the hundredths place is my largest value. So 1.44 is greater than 1.42, which is greater than 1.41. Look at these last 4 numbers on your own and place them correctly in our order from greatest to least. And welcome back. You should have placed the 3 in the tenths place above the 2, above the 1, and above the 0. That is it for today. Thank you for completing this makeup lesson. Be sure that you print and complete the assignment attached to this recording and return it to your teacher.